Now, the strength work today is to be done after the workout. Do not do it before it because you will have nothing left in your legs for the workout. It's every 2 minutes for 10 minutes, so 5 sets total of 16 rear stationary lunge steps. So you're going to put a bar in the front rack or hold something in a goblet rack or hold something across the chest again. You're going to start standing still, step back for one lunge, step back up to the center, that is one. Then go to the opposite side, so you've got 8 reps on each leg. To make this slightly harder, put your front foot up on a plate or a small step, maybe like a maximum of about 4 to 5 inches at absolute most if you haven't got the load there. If you haven't got much load at all, then make that front foot much more elevated. Not as much as like a bench, but just like a regular sort of step, as an example. The 2 other strength portions below, which I'm about to go through, are therefore some Olympic lifting and some sort of baseline strength. So if you want that classic Big Friday sort of feel where you would normally do, say, a Kong Strong session and then go into a Metcon, you should do these and then do the COVID 33 workout. Or if you just want to work on some lifting, there's some complexes and stuff there as well. Now, if you don't want to work on the Olympic lifting because you're not too sure on your technique and stuff, that is fine. Do the auxiliary strength, so the strict press and the deadlift, and then do the workout as well. So that is completely fine, or mix and match it, it's up to you. Ideally, if you wanted to do everything, that is completely fine and recommended that you would do the Olympic lifting first, then the auxiliary strength, and then COVID 33. But don't skip the warm-up. So Olympic lifting today, you've got some build-up warm-up sets. You've got a clean pull plus a jerk dip, power jerk, and a SOTS press. Now, these are just primers. It is not for load. I could not care less if you've done this with your empty broomstick at home. Muscle clean is just focusing on getting the quick elbows and high elbows, so driving the elbow high and outside and then getting it through. This can be just done from the hang, that is completely fine, or from the floor, just to get some movement in there, have a bit of a stretch when you're at the top. Jerk dip, bar stays connected against your shoulder, brace that torso, so shoulders up, nice big shelf for the bar to sit down, cores engage, slow dip down, stay connected, extend the hips and see if you can get a bit of like a lift with the bar. Then we've got some power jerks, so trying to finish that jerk dip like what you've done before, get that full extension, don't press too early, and then punch that head through with a nice stable lockout. If you wish to make that a little bit harder, you can add in a squat jerk. Now, if you don't know what a squat jerk is, don't do it. Only do it if you know what I'm talking about and you've sort of played with some of this stuff before. After you finish your power jerk, bar comes back to the front rack like a squat, go down into the bottom of a front squat, and then you're going to press from there. Now, this is extremely difficult on your mobility. So if you find you're getting into the bottom and your pressing out is here, come up higher from the squat. So if you're only in a 1/8 of a squat and it's still hard, that is okay. That is where your mobility level's at. Gold standard is ass to grass, pressing from the front squats with locking the arms out overhead and getting the head through, not to here. So if you're there, come up. 3 working sets, light loading, empty bar, lightweight for that. Then you're going to go into the heavier stuff. You've got a clean pull plus a clean and then a jerk. So the clean pull is about focusing on keeping your heels down, high thigh contact, big shrug and extending your hips. So film yourself from an angle from in front to see if you are extending or if you're bending your arms early or not extending your knees. Send it through to us so we can give you some tips on that. Don't go too heavy for this because there is a heavy clean and jerk tomorrow. A clean pull, return the bar to the ground, full clean, get it to the front rack, and then jerk of choice. We're still trying to get that carryover strength work from the clean pull into the clean. So you want to try and do the exact same thing for the jerk. Resettle yourself, big breath, and then go through getting that head through. Can practice the split jerk if you wish as well, but if you've already primed the power jerk, then you can stick to that depending on the load. Then you've got your auxiliary strength work. Now the percentages there are a rough guide. If that is way too heavy for you, then please drop everything down by 10 to 15%, but still keep the rep ranges there. Strict press on the last 3 sets. So the 3, the 1, the 3. You're going to superset with 12 behind the neck push press in your clean grip. So finish your last rep, drop it behind the neck, dip, drive, head through, focusing on that lockout strength again. For your pressing, and then we're going to the ground for deadlift, same rep scheme, same percentages. Focus on engaging the lats, so don't let the shoulder come forward, shoulder back and down, engage the lats, try and go double overhand hook grip, hands in nice and close, and remember that straight line from the shoulder all the way down the arm to the barbell, not out super wide. If you're filming your deadlift, film yourself from the side so you can see your back angle. Now, the most common fault for a deadlift is shooting the hips up first and then levering off the back, which is what we don't want. We want to come up together, so push with your legs, then extend the hips, squeeze your butt at the top. For this rep range, it doesn't matter if you need to touch and go or lower and reset, as long as your back remains nice and safe. Now, make sure you send through your videos, guys, to myself, to Keely, to Ben, to Beck, to Ethan, so we can give you guys some help. Good luck, have fun.